It did
Hello.
it.
It worked. Stream Deck's working today, so I'm happy.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome. Hi, nice to meet you. What's your religious
We
trauma?
have
Do you have religious trauma? That's how it
yeah.
starts. Anyway, do we have housekeeping? Anyway, hi. Hi, Paper. Hi, Pat.
Yeah. Follow us, please. Listen, rate, and review on your podcast app.
Yes, please.
And join our Discord. God damn it,
Oh,
every
this
time.
card?
Our Discord.
Ner.
Join our
Ner.
Discord. Nar. Join our Discord. And there is a sale currently going on subscriptions for Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Give us
Wait, is it
$30.
still going on, though? I don't know if it is still going on. I don't think it is.
It doesn't matter. It's okay. They don't know that.
Rebecca's a filthy
Give us
liar.
$30.
If you have $30, please spend it on us. We would love it. Let's see if this works, actually, because I don't know. Okay, that's all off. See? I turned off the other bot, but I forgot I need the bot for all these different things. That's fine. Right?
We do have a new bot in chat, sort of. He'll make his debut.
He? It's totally
I'm
a
excited.
she. It's a she. For
Oh,
sure.
I'm sorry. She
Or
will make her debut.
non-binary. Or non-binary, so.
Okay, Zay will make their debut either today or next show. So I'm very excited for everybody to see that. Jamie worked hard on it, and it's very cool.
You can shout out Intellectual Bully. Shout out Intellectual Bully and see. It's just SO and then the name.
I don't have to do an exclamation point.
Yes, you do. Sorry.
That's okay.
Let's see if it reads me for filth properly. Oh, you gotta do the @ Sorry. Oh, no, you don't. Never mind.
Ooh, look at that. Another soul lost to the digital void. Intellectual bully, once the ARM girl, now peddles horror and party games in this virtual purgatory. Man is condemned to be free, said Sartre? God damn it. They stream to escape the absurdity of existence, but like Nietzsche's Ubermensch, they strive for greatness in auto battlers and forest survival. Existence precedes essence, my fellow raccoons. We have a raccoon filled with existential dread and ennui as our bot. And
That's
it's
so good.
my new favorite thing.
It is pretty amazing. Yeah, do we have any other like...
No, the world is
housekeeping?
terrible, and
Yeah.
no, world is terrible, and we're sorry.
Well, I
we'll do
try
what
to
we
turn
can.
on this bot really quick. Do you want to talk about what we just partook in? Partooketh?
Yes. So before we talk about our religious trauma, which, by the way, I was telling Jamie, about 87% of the people in my life, after they hear this podcast, everything will suddenly click for them. People who have known me for years, they'll go, "Oh,
Like this
that makes sense
episode
now."
in particular, you mean?
Yes, this episode in particular.
Okay.
So that being said, while we were talking about the good things, of which there are almost none, Veggie Tales did come up. And out of all Christian propaganda, I will not stand for Veggie Tale slander. I love Veggie Tales. It can do no wrong. It is a joy and a delight. And as a warm-up to this, we decided to watch some Silly Songs with Larry. And if you don't know what that is, please Google it. It's wonderful.
I mean, we can... I can just pop in, let me see. Pop in a little link here.
He's a cucumber who sings.
I feel like people gotta know about Veggie Tales, you know?
They have to, right? I think a lot of people watched it, and even non-religious people. I think it kind of was a across the board sort of show.
Yeah. Here, there's some Silly Songs with Larry for you. Or a single silly song.
The parts who don't do anything, say boo, where is my hairbrush? I'm trying to think if there's any other of my favorites. Yeah, those are the big ones. Anyway, religious trauma.
My cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, my cheeseburger's good too. But there's a clown in it, so I didn't mention that one.
Which I didn't remember at all. So
I didn't either.
That brought up some extra trauma, I think.
Sorry, Jamie.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Listen, I almost sent you something the other day and I realized there was a clown in it and I didn't. So I am on clown alert for you.
That's good. That's good. I've had people in Discord even, which like warms my heart, that like people know how much it bothers me and frightens me, and they'll put, because you can do like a spoiler alert where it blacks things out, and then you only see it if it clicks you, if you click it. And so people on Discord were like doing that. They were like, Jamie, don't click on this, and then it was like blacked out.
That's so kind of them.
Oh, thanks.
I was going to tell you this offline, but I forgot to, and now we're online, so I'm going to tell you now. I was watching the latest episode
In front of
90
God
Day,
and everyone?
in front of God and everyone. Watching 90 Day Fiance with Shekinah and Serper. He's from Turkey. She lives in LA. And all of her friends have this look of just filler. And one of her friends' lips were so big that she went to take a drink out of her drink and went, and then had to put it down. She couldn't close her lips. It's like she was trying to close her mouth to drink out of it and just went, and then couldn't, and then just put it down like she
Are
gave
these
up.
like recent episodes? Is this shit still on TV? Okay, wow.
Yes.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
God, yes.
That is amazing.
So, that made me laugh a lot.
Alright, I'm just trying to do socials, Discord. And we're gonna turn off HelloFresh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I liked doing HelloFresh.
Yeah. Custom commands. Let's turn that off. And that off, and that off.
While Jamie's doing that, Jamie has started streaming again on her own channel, Intellectual Bully. She did Sons of the Forest last night. I know a lot of our current audience is her former audience, and so she's back and better than ever, and she's rebranded. Formerly the Aram Girl. The graphics are great, and you don't have a set schedule yet, but it's always fun to see you, and I'm glad you're doing it again.
My schedule is don't tell anybody I'm doing it, and just do it in the middle of the night when everybody is not around. That's my schedule. Just on a whim. However, I took a bunch of clips, so feel free to go, hi Q, welcome, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
She just woke up. She was probably up until like 6 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and you work third shift now. Yeah, she sleeps days. Okay.
Got it.
Remembered. But yeah, if you want to go look at my VOD or the clips, I did something very special for Kelvin in Sons of the Forest last night, and it was everything.
Which again supports my theory that Kevin is not just deaf. Kevin is on the is on the low IQ spectrum, and I think it's cruel and mean that he's the support character. I feel like he's just there to be abused at this point.
Well, he's a slave. He's there to be a slave, is what it is. It's actually slavery. But like, he's a white man, so I feel okay with it. You okay?
Yep. It's so good.
Oh, thanks, Q.
I didn't know he was that. I thought he was just like your dumb helper. Like,
I mean,
the survivor who you had to have around. But you're right, that's what he is.
I mean, you don't have to.
He doesn't listen very well, though.
You can kill him yourself and like kill him dead. So like he doesn't come back.
Ooh.
But the problem with that is once you start to want to do stuff and you're doing it all on your own or just with whoever you're playing with, you're like, oh god, I wish Kelvin was here to just go chop down trees and bring us wood, you know?
Yeah. He's still, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's fucking jump into this. I have been
Rebecca's
sweating
ready.
about it.
Yeah. Rebecca,
I'm sweaty.
Also, like, I didn't realize until we decided we were going to do this episode. Hang on, let's back up. Let's talk about how we decided to do this episode. We decided because I don't even know who it was. It was somebody that Rebecca recently met and I think went out to dinner with. And you were immediately like, so, like, what's your religious trauma? And, like, she was telling me about it, and we realized Rebecca and I do that a lot. And we were trying to figure out, like, to people that we just met, even. Like,
Mhm.
I think it's because we maybe kind of like the person, and so we're like, okay, I kind of vibe with you, I kind of like you. You've got to have some religious trauma. And I don't think that's failed me yet. I think, like, every single person I've been like, so, like, did you grow up in the
From
church?
a mile away,
Yeah.
just a mile away.
It's like, too. Me too. But
Yeah.
but I realized that her, like, Rebecca's religious trauma honestly is so much worse than mine. And one of the things about me that some of you know, I'm sure, but not all of you, is my father's a pastor. So I also grew up a pastor's kid, which had its own set of gestures vaguely. But damn. But damn has Rebecca won this award.
Like I said, 87% of people who've ever met me are just gonna, oh, yep,
Did
yep.
you
It,
invite all your closest friends and family to the show
oh my
today?
God. Now that my parents know about this podcast, I'm delighted. Um, yeah, it has. I will say that all of this has culminated in me having a constant pot of rage just simmering in the background in all aspects of my life, just on the back burner waiting to go. Just
Yeah.
deeply angry constantly. It has also been a lot of therapy, a lot of therapy, a lot of working through, a lot of deconstructing, and working with a therapist who specializes in religious trauma and deconstructing from
I
religious trauma.
I actually didn't know you worked with a therapist who specialized in that. That's great.
I didn't know she specialized in that.
I
I
didn't know
I
she
didn't know until
therapized.
I thought she was just a therapist, but she grew up very similar. So
Interesting.
that's helpful because a lot of times I talk about
So what's
this
your
and I
therapist's religious trauma? I'm just kidding.
it's it's gonna be very similar. A lot of when I talk about this to people, I feel crazy and I feel like I'm lying or making it up or exaggerating um, because it sounds fucking nuts. And I'm afraid people aren't going to believe me or they're going to think I'm just like,
Because that's probably what it was like growing up. Anytime you
oh
spoke
yeah,
about these things, nobody would believe you, or they thought like you were
yeah.
exaggerating, you know?
And there's a lot of lessons that you're taught in the church that have ripple effects through the years into adulthood that you don't realize are still doing harm until it's pointed out to you. Um, just as an example, when I'm working with my therapist, I was just kind of going over. It's like I there's all this, but I still have this and this. And so I'd be like, I'm having this trouble here, but things are still good. And she's like, you don't have to do that. You can just say things are bad. You don't have to constantly be showing gratitude all the time. It's okay. Things
Yeah.
can just be bad. And it's just an automatic reflex, to just be like, but also, so you don't get sent to hell. Um, Anxiety started at the church. Anxiety and OCD started in the church, and again has ripple effects through to today. Um, Being told that God only gives you as much as you can handle has had ripple effects because when things get really hard, I don't ask for help and I
Mm-hmm.
don't let people know I'm struggling because if I do, then clearly I haven't been able to do it myself. Um, and or I shouldn't be overwhelmed because the rule is you can have as much as you can handle when really no, you can be completely overwhelmed and things can be super fucking bad.
It was meant to be. It
Which,
was meant to happen like this. Just wait for
yes,
the good to come out of the situation. And it's like, sometimes there is no good that comes out of the situation. Like,
yes,
you know, don't
yes.
don't tell somebody who was abused that, like, well, you know, that made you who you are today and made you stronger. I mean, if they believe that, that's fine. Like, I can respect that, but like, it's not your place as a person, as a friend, as a religion, as a church, as a pastor, to tell somebody that the shitty thing that happened to them happened for
Part
a
of God's
reason.
plan.
It was part
Yep.
of God's plan. Exactly.
And that's where the rage pot comes in, because it's like all those children in Gaza. That's part of God's plan. Go fuck yourself. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, prosperity gospel is another big thing where it's like you're struggling or you don't do quite as well. And again, has had ripples because it's like, well, I'm not, I'm not working hard enough or I'm not doing enough.
You're
And
not giving enough money to the church.
no, sometimes life just fucking sucks. Sometimes things are hard. Sometimes you don't get what you want, or sometimes you're just really struggling and it's not because of you. You didn't do anything bad or good.
Mm-hmm.
It just sucks.
Yeah.
And you're not pissing off Sky Daddy. You're just in the middle of a unfortunate, difficult situation.
Yeah.
And the people who have the most are like, these are blessings. No, they're not. It's capitalism and greed
Mm-hmm.
and probably
And hate, and like a lot of hate,
and
honestly.
hate.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So yeah, the other thing, when just an example, someone in a meeting the other day was like, oh, this great spreadsheet that, who created that? I created it. I didn't speak up and be like, I did it, because that would be vain and prideful. And you must be humble.
And you know what the funny thing is, too? It's not funny at all, but the funny thing is that all of these things, like us not wanting to speak up, not wanting to be too prideful, not like wanting to stay humble, a lot of that I always attributed to it's because that's how women were taught. And
That's also part of it.
that is true. That is true. But I think that that stems greatly from the church, from religion. And I know not all religions and sects are this way, but like the church I grew up in, women were not allowed to be pastors, were not allowed to be leaders.
Yep, same.
And I was telling Rebecca,
No, your leader's in your home. That's the only place you're allowed to be a leader, is
Yeah.
in your home.
a leader of like your children and cleaning
The children. Yep.
and cooking. I forgot. But like,
I'm sorry.
no, it's
Taught that
okay.
women shouldn't be leaders.
No, it's okay.
When we
Oh.
speak, we don't speak up. It stems from the church.
Yeah, and I was just telling Rebecca that I think I kind of attributed it to that and didn't realize at the time that that was like affecting me and causing me to have like certain views. But later on in life, when I've had struggles as an adult with speaking up or being a leader, like I think I'm a great fucking leader, but that took a lot, for me to get there. And yeah, and just like anytime I worked at a place where I was beaten down for speaking up, or somebody was like, "Oh, she's new. Like, how dare she speak out?" Or like, "Oh, she's like under me. Like, she's not a manager. Like, how dare she speak up? She's not part of the executive team. How dare she speak up?" I just think that like has affected me later on in life, and back then I didn't even think about it. Like, it wasn't like they weren't telling us that all the time. But it was still all around me,
Yes. In that same
like
vein,
a woman's place. Yeah.
in that same vein with women, body image is dog shit, because you were taught if your husband cheats on you or is unfaithful, it's because you're ugly or too overweight or you're not taking care of yourself or you don't look right. And he clearly had a wandering eye. But also at the same time, if you are raped, it's because of something you wore or something you did and you encouraged it. So it's this horrible dichotomy of like,
Yeah.
you must keep it hot, but not too hot, but all, and the clothes you have to wear, it's just crazy. And so you're constantly like worried about how you look because no, a guy cheats on you because he's a piece of shit,
Yeah.
not because of how you look.
That's him. That's like, yeah.
Hmm. So, and that's led to some fucked up relationships.
Yeah. It's very true.
I mean, sex, like, I don't want to have sex right now, but I'm not talking about this with Rob. This is like previous relationships. Like, I don't want to have sex, but we are taught that it is your partner or your husband's right. I mean, not partner. They don't say that. It's your husband's right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's your husband's right to have sex with you when he wants to. And it is your job as the wife to let him, which is called marital rape.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so having sex when you don't really want to, because, well, I have to, right? Like that's my quote unquote duty. Again, this is not refer to Rob. He never, ever, ever, ever. Um, but it took a while. It took a while for me to be like, I don't want to.
And then it also takes like a while to, I mean, men too, but especially women, like who grew up in the church with religion. I think it takes a while to like understand sexuality and understand sex. And like,
Hmm.
I feel like that, I think that's one of the biggest reasons we have all of these, you know, they call them like late bloomer queers. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind
Well,
of,
it's the purity.
yeah,
Purity culture. Talk
yeah.
about purity culture because that's super important. That was a big part of our lives growing up. I mean, especially as a PK, I think you have a lot to say on that
I mean,
specifically.
I don't know if I have a lot to say on that, but like, yeah, it was just like you don't have sex. I, to be candid, this is probably more than anybody needs to hear, but I, when I was very young, I went to, and if we decide we cut this out of the audio later, we can, but I don't care.
Yep.
When I was really young, I learned what masturbation was, and not from my parents. Oh, well, I guess it was from my parents, or from my mother, but it was after like a cousin had said something, and I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, what is that?" And then my mother later explained it to me, and I was like 10 or 11, and I was like, "Oh my god, I do that." Because like there was something I was doing that I was like, "Oh my god, I do that." And so I was so traumatized, and I was so much like, "Oh my god, I'm doing this thing and it's so awful and I shouldn't be doing it."
Hmm.
That I was like bawling, and I like went to my mom and I was like, "I think I masturbate." And like, you know, we can laugh about it, but like I was so upset because I was like, "Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
doing this thing." And like back then, like I still believed or thought I believed, you know, and so I was like, "Oh my god, like this is one of the worst sins." And like and it was horrible and like traumatic for me. And it just it doesn't it doesn't give kids, and yes, as kids, like we need to be like comfortable like in our bodies, and we need to know these things and know them early and not be
And
surprised.
know that our bodies can feel good. That's really important because they don't teach you. I never learned what orgasm was. I didn't know that
Yeah,
sex was to
exactly.
make your body feel good. I never learned any of that.
If it weren't
I read
for
Judy
this thing that
Blume.
came up, yeah, if it weren't for this thing that came up with my cousin, like I don't think my mom would have ever told me, and like I could be wrong, but
Hmm.
like I don't think my mother would have ever told me like, "Oh, and like this is masturbation, and like this is okay or this is not okay." You know, it was just like,
Right.
yeah,
Your own pleasure. Your body is for your own, like your own pleasure. Again, ripple effects, body issues today, uncomfortable with. I mean, again, stuff that's being worked on back then and is worked on now in therapy, but it's just like being comfortable with your own sexuality, which is a totally natural thing. But for so many
yeah,
years, you've been told Nope, dirty and bad.
All right. Quick ad break for anybody who is not a subscriber. Um, I like our bot though.
When so I don't know if a lot of so we had abstinence only, I believe, sex education, the kind where it's like you will get pregnant, AIDS, and die. Um, and so again, just I'm shocked we didn't have more teen pregnancies. But I waited until I was almost 18 to lose my virginity, and like I was
Same.
careful. I was with a boyfriend. I got grounded. Instead of I got grounded and my dad cried. I think because I was
Sorry.
used up. Did you get the cake metaphor? Because I got
Because I
that
was
too.
used
Like
up. No.
your body is like a cake, and if you give away slices, all that's left for your husband is going to be crumbs.
No, I was never told that.
Yay!
Thank God. Thank God I
Oh,
was
I
never told.
was. That
That's fucked up. Well, and then
yeah.
I think that's the thing too, because I don't know about you, but like I felt I was eager to learn about things, and I think I like went about it as like learning from my friends, I guess, basically.
I gotta eat something. I gotta eat my feelings on this one. I'm sorry. You keep talking. I'm
No.
gonna have a couple M&Ms.
Yeah, please, please. Um always be eating. But yeah, I just think, and I don't know about you, but I think that like fucked me up going into my first sexual experience, and even some after that, you know, like
I cried after because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. I thought you were supposed to feel guilty after and cry. I actually didn't really feel guilty, but then I was like, then I felt guilty that I didn't feel guilty. And then I felt guilty that I liked it. And then I
I
cried.
did
I
not
made
like my
myself
first
cry.
time. My first time was like, it's not like, oh, it hurt. It was just like, eh.
And also, your daughter on her own decides to wait until she's with somebody who she feels strongly about and loves and uses protection. To me, that indicates you have a smart fucking kid
Yeah,
with a good head on her shoulders who's being careful and making careful choices about her own body.
I think so too.
But
But
no,
oh, my parents
let's
didn't
ground you.
know. Like they didn't know when I had sex. I didn't. How did they find
I,
out?
I emailed my best friend about it, and my mom read my email.
Was it like detailed?
No, it was just like I lost my virginity. Like Brian and I slept together. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, okay.
And
That's funny.
my mom read my email and was like, "Do you have something to tell me?" I was like, "No,
Absolutely not. I had something to tell
I don't."
my best friend. I emailed.
Uh-huh. I have nothing to tell you.
Oh my god.
Um, but yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's the constant unlearning of all the shit that has been taught to you for years at almost 40 is exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting to feel abnormal
And
all
then
the
that,
time.
and then it's even. It can be even worse, like when you have your own kids, right? Like with M,
Oh my
like
God. She has no idea. So the kids at her school told her that if you're gay, you're going to hell, which pin in that because I have a lot to fucking say about that. Kids at her school told her, "Oh, you're a lesbian, you're going to go to hell. Oh, you're bi, you're going to go to hell. Oh, gay kids are going to go to hell." And she's like, "What is hell? What?" And so it's these piece of shit kids today. We're not talking like 1980s, 1990s. Piece of shit kids today. When
yeah.
like drag queens read to kids in libraries, like telling kids, like kids telling her that she's going to hell, and she comes home and she's upset and like, should we go to church? And like, no, you're not. Fuck those kids. One, but number two, it's like little kids shouldn't even know. I'm sorry, they shouldn't know about hell. They shouldn't know. It's just that's such a moral weight on them that they're too little for and they can't fucking handle.
And then that just goes to like then it just opens up the whole thing of like things are good and bad, and like even with like we've talked about food, like certain foods being good
Yes.
and bad, and like that stems from that as well. Like ugh. I remember though when you first told me that that was happening with M, because like because you grew up in the church and had
Yeah.
horrible experiences. Of course,
Oh,
she was not raised in the church or religious or anything. And then all these kids at school are like Christian and talking about God all the time. And so she's interested, which I get. Like, of course you're going to be
mhm.
interested. And so she like came to you and you called me and you were like, Em wants a Bible. And I was like,
Oh,
what? And you were like, she wants me to get
not in
her a
this house,
Bible.
young lady. Not
Well,
in
you
this house.
considered it at first because you were like,
I did.
I don't want to like shut that down. You were like, do I get her a Bible? And then by like the end of the like 15-minute phone call, you were like, I'm not getting her a fucking Bible.
I
I
told her
won't do
she
it.
can check it out. You can rent one at the library. Not rent one.
Right?
Check one
One?
out at the library. But I was like, not in this house.
We're
Your
not
Bible's in
writers.
this fucking house.
You can rent one
No,
at the
but I did.
library.
I did get her a book written by atheists, specifically for children, talking about different religions, why people believe what they believe,
Yeah.
just explaining things, and then talking about like science. And here's why this is not really true, but here's why it makes sense that people believed it. And so she's had that book for a long time since she was
Yeah.
younger. And so I was like, hey, let's go back to this again. Oh, God.
What else was I gonna say about that?
Oh, I remember my pin. That was when I first started thinking like something's fucking hinky with church was I had made all these friends, I had gay friends, and the pastor did a sermon where he's like, I got some bad news, folks. You're not going to want to hear it. You're not going to like what I have to say. You're gay, you're going to hell. I know it's people we love, but it's just a sad fact. People we love who are gay, they're going to hell. You don't believe in God, going to hell. You don't know about God, going to hell. All those tribes in Africa don't know about God,
You don't
going to hell. It's
repent.
our job to
You
tell
don't
them.
say enough
Don't.
Hail Marys. You're going to hell.
He's like, Jews going out. Like, he just made a list of people going to hell. Gays were at the top. And I
And then it's like, you just
sat
have to
there.
believe and have faith and you'll go to heaven. So there's not like all
But
these things about like being like a good fucking person. It's just like,
no, also,
yeah.
you better get out there and fucking tell them. If you don't tell them and they go to hell, that's your fault.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But that's the other. It's
No,
just
you
like, and
didn't.
I remember sitting and being like, how much trouble am I going to get in if I fucking walk out of church right now? I was like 15, 16, and I had never done that, but I was like, oh, and my brain just kind of went, done.
Yeah.
And then we found out later that he was stealing from the church.
I thought you were going to say that he was gay.
No,
That
but
would
then
be even better.
the drummer had an affair with the youth group leader, and he divorced his wife of like a million years, and then married the youth group
Oh my God,
leader.
dude, church
And it was
drama.
crazy.
There was so much of that.
But the biggest fucking hypocrites is my point.
Yeah.
Telling you, "Fuck you, you're going to hell," or telling you how to be. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck
think-
you.
Yeah.
There's one more little purity culture story. Went to Jesus camp. I held hands with a boy. He was so hot. So hot. He was very tall and very hot. And I held hands with him. And two male youth group leaders took me aside and away from everyone, which as an adult now, ding, 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 bad problems, bad problems. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that then. And they took me aside and sat me down and were basically like giving me a whole fucking lecture on the importance of keeping my purity intact and how I'm sending the wrong
So
signals
holding
about
hands.
what kind of girl I am and my virtues. And then, see, this is a thing that I'm going to say right now, where when I say it out loud, it sounds crazy and like I'm lying, but it's not. One of the youth group leaders said, I mean, my wife wasn't a virgin before we were married. She was raped. But I forgave her and I married her anyway. And I wish I was
Oh
making
my
it up.
God.
I wish I said it differently. But the fact that this man, A, thought that he had any say in, quote, forgiving his wife for being raped, and B, didn't see that the woman he supposedly loved was hideously abused and was in no way her fault.
Yeah.
Yet he made it her fault, and
That's
she was the
so
one to
fucked
blame.
up.
And he did a solid by marrying this used up, and I got the whole like used up piece of trash thing. Like,
Oh my
if you chew
god.
gum, would you want? Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, go back to the group. And then I made out in the rain so hard with the boy I was holding hands with. Don't fucking tell me what not to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that kind
Oh.
of, yeah, that's awful. That's what I'm saying is like nothing like that happened to me. Nothing like that was like said to me. I mean, like, but that's what I think. That's what I think about growing up in the church I grew up in. Like, I feel like they just more they're very traditional, and they're
Mm-hmm.
like, I always like to say that they're boring. Like anytime someone's like,
Mm.
oh, like, um, I mean, I grew up Lutheran, and like whenever somebody's like, oh, like what's Lutheran? Like, what do they believe? And I'm like, they're Christian. I was like, they're very traditional, like very boring. Like I've even had like actual Lutherans, like who are Christians, say that about
My
themselves.
my grandma's Lutheran. She's always said we're Catholics with half the guilt. We're like Catholics with half the guilt. And I was like, honestly fair.
Yeah, I feel like it's like less strict and like everything like that. Ooh, that's a good question, Pat, because I have a story on that. Pat said, how did your schools handle teaching about religion? Did they teach about all the different ones? Um,
You take this one because I went to public school. They didn't.
yeah. Sorry I've been in game, but this as background has been wild. No, you're fine, Q. Thanks for listening. Yeah, so, okay, well, I guess that's me. That's something I can talk about. I went to private Lutheran school my entire life. My first school was kindergarten through 8th grade, all one school. From there, I went to a high school that the majority of people from this elementary/middle school went to. Sky Daddy was hilarious of all the not at all funny things being discussed. I did like Sky Daddy. I like that too. Um, and so then I went to high school, also Lutheran. And I think it's just like my biggest thing. So it was like being a pastor's kid. I don't know if that gave me more of a rebellious streak or because people always expected like me to be perfect and like also be the perfect Christian and like be the perfect daughter and perfect student and perfect whatever. Um so I don't know if that's what made me rebellious or if that's just my personality because that's definitely my personality, but that could have been like learned through that. I don't know. But I was always rebellious. Like I always liked to dress differently. I like to be friends with like the weirdos and the freaks that everyone else thought, you know, I don't know. They kind of just like didn't pay attention to or didn't want to hang out with. Because those are my people. Like those are still my people today. And like look, I have Rebecca. You know, she's my weirdo freak. But in this is a story I wanted to tell. So like yes, so we had religion class. Also there was confirmation. So once you're in 8th grade as a Lutheran, you take confirmation class. You have to take this class where you like basically you're just memorizing the cataclysm.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird.
No. Cataclysm,
No.
doesn't that mean bad? That means a bad event, like a
As I said that, I
cataclysmic
was
event.
like, wait, is that what was it?
Catechism?
No.
I did not get because I refused.
I haven't said that in so long.
Catechism?
What is it?
Uh, Catechism.
No, that's not it. What is it?
Uh,
No,
cat, cat,
no, that's it.
catechetical. Um,
Like the creed, like the
no, it is the catechism, the catechism, Catechism.
yeah, but they called it the
Oh,
catechism.
catechism. See,
So
again, I
not
wasn't
cataclysm,
whatever. I can.
catechism. Sorry, catechism. Catholicism. So bad. We're fine. Thank you, everybody, for your help. My dad is just there like, oh god. But so catechism. So you had to like, yeah. So we always had religion class. Like there was always like, I think K through 8 it was like religion, where we just talked about different things. 8th grade was mostly studying the catechism, and yeah, you were basically memorizing it. And I remember, so the pastors, so the school was connected to the church, not connected physically, but they were like the same. There was like this specific church and this the school. And so the pastors from the church, which one being my father, would come over and teach religion class to us in 8th grade and teach us the catechism. And I remember like my father made the mistake of telling us all, you know, oh, because we had to answer these questions in front of like God and our families and our like grandparents that were in from out of town, like in front of the church. And my dad was like, well, like, I think he was trying to be nice. And he's like, if you can't remember something when you're asked, just say, I do not recall. And I'll like go on to the next person. Like we can come back. So that became a joke to all of us. Like my entire class was like, oh, okay.
Shit.
So especially when we were up there, like my dad was just like, why did I do that? You know, like it's my daughter and her friends. They are all unhinged. So we would just be like, I do not recall, and like say it in such like a proper way, and we said it for most everything. So that was embarrassing. But anyway, not to me. But the story I wanted to talk about was when I was in high school. So in high school, I had theology class. It was my freshman year. I'm at high school with like half kids that I've been going to school with for 8 years already, 9 years already, and then half like new kids that I'm not familiar with. In one of our first theology assignments from Pastor Mac, so Pastor Mac, he was a pastor that I believe was retired.
He's not like the other pastors. He's the cool pastor.
Yeah. No, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. But
I know.
I do really, you'll understand why, but I do really respect him. I have 2 stories about him. One is the first assignment we got from him in 9th grade was, I want you all to write 1 to 2 pages about your faith and like why you believe in God. And at that point, I was like, I don't believe in God. And so I sat there wanting to write this paper, and I was like, do I just give lip service so that like tell them what they want to hear so I'm not bothered? But I couldn't do that. Like I just felt so strongly about like, no, I have to like speak my truth or whatever, you know? So I wrote, I think 3 pages about why
1 to 2, you're like, fuck you, I'll do 3.
I did. I wrote more about why I didn't believe, but also why I didn't know what I believed.
Mm.
It was basically like, this is why I'm agnostic, was like, I think the thing. And so after I wrote it, I like reread it a couple times. Did they try to push the dumbass purity ring things on you? I never had to get one.
I had one. I had 2 actually. Guess what? Guess what?
They don't work. They don't work.
They don't work. They don't work.
No, I never had one. But so after I read it over a couple times, I was like, I don't know if I was like, Pastor Mac seems really cool. I was like, but I don't know if like he'll take offense to this or be like pissed off, because that was usually what I got for like speaking my mind. Because I had even like told my parents like when I was young, when I was that age, that like I'm like, I don't know what I believe, and like I don't think this is it. And I stopped taking communion because I read on the back of a bulletin one day in church with my mom, like it was toward visitors of the church, and it was like, if you're visiting, like this is what we believe, and if you don't believe this, please don't take communion with us, but if you do, like, you're welcome to take communion with us, basically. And I read that and I was like, I don't believe that. And so at that moment I was like 13 or 14, and I was like, probably 14. And I was like, well, I can't go to communion anymore. I was like, because that's not my truth, you know, like I don't believe that. And I remember the first time I didn't go to communion, my mom was like, and she was kind of like upset with me, and like, can you imagine, like,
Just
pastor's
making the eyes
daughter?
at you because she can't yell at you in church, so she just went.
Yeah, I think she was like, and I was just like, no. Can you picture like 14-year-old Jamie? I was like, no, thank you.
And she's like, we're gonna talk about this in the car.
But I mean, like, I told them why. I was like, but this is what it says, so like I'm not gonna go up because that's a lie. And anyway, so I was feeling kind of weird about it, so I wrote Pastor Mac this like little note on top, and I was just like, hey, like, I hope this doesn't offend you in any way. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive or like facetious, because it was a very serious paper, and like I thought it was well done, but it was just against everything the church and the school stood for. So I come in, I think it was like, we turned it in on like a Friday, and then he like graded him over the weekend, and he came in. And so his was the first class I had every morning freshman year. And I would always show up late, and I would bring him a coffee from where I got a coffee so that he didn't mark me absent. And this was before that, though, because I didn't know him that well yet. So I went in, I was kind of like leaning on my desk, like kind of like, okay, getting ready to like go to sleep in class. And then he starts talking about these papers, and he's like, oh, a lot of these papers were really good. And he goes, there was one that was actually like, I think the best of the bunch. And I don't know why, but there was, for some reason, our this person thought I might be offended, and it's like, I'm not offended or whatever. And he's like, but I'm gonna, and so when he said that, then I knew it was me. I had an inkling, and then I knew it was me, and I was like, the best paper. And I was like, what? And then he's like, I'm just gonna read it for you. And I was like, oh no. So he read my paper in front of class. You should have seen how distraught and just pissed off all these kids were that I was surrounded by. Like, they were like, oh, but that person isn't Christian. They don't believe in God. And like, that's horrible. Why would you say that this is the best? My paper is about how I believe in God because that's how my parents raised me, you know? And like, I think I wrote that in my paper too. I was like, I think a lot of people my age that I've been to school with, maybe they do believe, but I don't think they've found that yet on their own. Right now, they just believe because their parents believe. You know?
Yeah, isn't it weird? Those, you know, how Jesus was like, love one another, and they're like, fuck her, she's not Christian.
I know. Well, he didn't say who it was.
Oh, they knew.
What? No. Not the goth girl at Christian school with fishnets on her arms. No.
The blue-haired girl, no, not her.
No, I couldn't dye my hair.
Oh, that's right, you just shaved it off.
Yeah, and then I shaved my head in 8th grade, and it was a whole thing, and everybody hated it, and I was treated like a fucking leper. Like,
I have to ask, he read it because he genuinely meant it, right? He didn't read it as like he's fucking shaming you.
No. He genuinely meant it. And then after class, he like passed out the papers or whatever, and then after class I kind of like waited for like everybody to leave, and I went up to him. I was like, I can't believe you did that. And he's like, it was really well thought out, it was really well written. And he's like, and this is a time for you to question. So with him in theology class in high school, he made a point. We would learn about all different religions, which I thought was really cool. I think a lot of parents actually had problems with him sometimes because he was like just a little more open. And the other thing with him was I was just an average student. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, was he the kind of open where he just sits on the front of his desk instead of in his chair and leans back? He just
no.
Or he sits. Just gonna chat today, kids.
He walked around a lot and had like a little like tiny podium thing that he would just like lean on. Um, Sometimes he would like walk around class too, and just like he was goofy. He was totally the teacher who was like, "I'm not a normal adult. I'm like the cool adult. I'm your friend," you know.
What are
Um,
you guys?
yeah, exactly. But the other thing with him is I was reading this book. Um, I can't believe I remember the author's name. It's by James Morrow, and it's called Towing Jehovah. And I read so much in high school. Um, oh hey, welcome in. Not, no, not way, not I. I have a lot of respect for the ones who retain open-mindedness in a space like that. Me too. Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
And oh, but I was reading this book, and he would do this thing where he would walk around, and instead of being like, Jamie, you're in trouble, you need to put your book away and pay attention. Um, he would like walk around, and he'd be like, oh, what are you reading? And I'd be like, oh, and like the book was about God dying and his massive, like, giant fucking body falling, like, physical body falling from the sky somewhere in Florida, I believe. Have you ever told you
Marvel
this?
cartoon.
Have I ever
No,
told
but
you?
Erisham. No, but there's a god who. The same thing happens. That's a Marvel storyline. Sorry, go ahead.
Falls from the sky, it gets better. And they, made him and the surrounding area a theme park. And I think they had to, it was called Towing Jehovah because it's been a long time, but I think they had to like tow him to a certain spot or something like that to make this
Oh my god.
theme park. So they were like towing God's body, a theme park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was... Anyway, so that's what the book was about. And so he's like, oh, what are you reading? So I was like kind of hesitant. And I was like, oh, it's called Towing Jehovah. And then he's like, oh, what's it about? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, no, come on, Jamie, what's it about? And so I told him. And again, all the kids in my class were like, oh my God, that's sacrilegious. That's sacrilegious. What a heathen. She is a heathen. Stop giving her a voice.
It sounds really familiar, Pat, because that was literally Wolverine and Deadpool. That's what it was, is they just built the whole city in Ant-Man's skull. That's why. Sorry, go ahead.
You may have read that, Pat. I can picture you reading that. But yeah, that was my other story from that. Like, so yeah, I did absolutely respect that he, and honestly, my father as well, being a pastor, if I had asked my father about different religions, he wouldn't be closed off about it. Like, he would be like, oh, well, this is like what they believe in, whatever. So I learned a lot from my father and from Pastor Mac, my theology teacher in high school, like about other religions, which I think helped me too. And I think that's really important. Like, I think that's, I don't think it should be forced on kids, but I think that's great to, like, I mean, it's like learning about anything, you know, like, here are the facts, here, what's this about, here is what this group of people
Well, because
believes.
theology is the study of all religions, not just one. Like,
Yep.
that's staying true to what it actually is.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my two good Pastor Mac stories.
My turn. Learning religion, you say? Learning about different religions, you say? First Jesus camp I went to was in the Poconos, Mount Gilead, summer camp for girls.
Of course, it's Gilead.
And they're still in business. I will see you bitches in hell. We're in the middle of the woods, no electricity. Nothing. No media. We are asleep one night. It is still freezing ass cold. We are in a cabin, no electricity, no walls. And they burst in and they say, girls, get up. We just heard on the radio that the president has made religion and practicing religion illegal. We are going to march up the hill. They're out looking for religious
Hey,
practitioners. I don't know.
I don't know if you want to pause because there's an ad break now, so some people might not be able to hear you.
Well, fuck. All right.
We'll wait. We can wait.
Is it good? I hope it's a good fucking ad. I hope it's for HelloFresh.
I turned that off, by the way. I was like, we don't
It
need
was still
that.
my favorite. It was good.
We
I
don't
did
need
my
that. I
rereads.
should also link to, in the show notes, I should link to Towing Jehovah. I remember the cover being like ridiculous too. Oh yeah, here it is.
Oh, you know when it's over.
Um, could it be a religious one? Wait, what? Could what?
Oh, a religious ad?
Oh, that would be so messed up if it was.
If it is, I'm quitting life.
Oh my god, no. All right, where do
I hope it's for Ford trucks. Is it done?
I think so. The ad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. Cool. Anyways, girls, get up. The president has made it illegal to be religious in this country and practice your religion openly, but we're going to defy him and we are going to march up this giant hill. They are out looking for people who are practicing religion. They are rounding them up, and we are going to show how deep our faith is and how much we love God and how much he will protect us by going up and like singing, I don't know, singing some bullshit song in the middle of the field, in the middle of the night. So then you have a group of adult women leading a group of sobbing little girls who, by the way, a side note, this is when Bill Clinton was president, and we were dumb girls who didn't know the Constitution or the fact that Bill Clinton had had a nice blowjob from an intern. We had no clue. And so had we had any critical thinking skills, we would have been like, well, that doesn't seem right. But we were 11. So we march up this hill. We're all sobbing. It's dark as shit except for the flashlights because, again, no electricity anywhere, middle of woods in the Poconos. We get up to the hill. We are all convinced that the helicopters are coming and we are going to be rounded up and shot.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And,
Talk about
we get
traumatic.
up there. Huh? They say, girls, LOL, this is just a test of your faith to see like how much you actually believed in God. And the fact that you came up here shows that you really do believe in him. Good job. And I told you this, Jamie, but looking back now, there is a spark of me today that there was, that exists today that was in there back then because I want to call my mother right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and I called my mother. And
you're like, this is fucked up.
It was. And they didn't come get me. And as an adult, because they had another little kid at home and it was like 3 hours away, I did not forgive them for a very long time for not coming to get me. I get it now. But I did learn that my mother wrote multiple scathing letters, because again, not emails, because Bill Clinton was president, to them. I don't know if she threatened legal action. I would almost guarantee it. But Mount Gilead, Christian camp for girls.
Still exists.
Fuck you.
So much.
Still exists. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And again, now the 87% of people, it's like a light bulb. They all get it now.
Yeah.
Simmering pot of rage.
Well, and it just makes you like also not trust anyone.
Nope.
Like you're just lied to. Like what is that? Like
Yep.
lying's a sin.
Yep.
Why are you lying to these like young impressionable girls who like don't know any better and are like depending on you, the adults, to
Yep.
Jesus.
And again, that story is one of those things you didn't even know about, and you're my best friend.
Yeah.
Because when
I just heard about this today.
Loud, it sounds crazy.
It does sound
and
crazy.
None of it is exaggerated. It is all exactly as it happened. And I'm probably underselling it because we were sobbing.
It's not lying. It's a test of faith. Lying. What?
And we put in the outline, how is the church not an abusive relationship? How is religion and the church not your abuser. It makes you feel bad about yourself all the time. It talks down you. It tells you what a piece. There's literally a worship song talking about he died on the cross for a worm such as I. So you feel like
You're a
shit
worm.
all
You're
the
just a
time. It
worm.
tells you you're bad. Look what I did for you. Aren't you fucking glad? Everything you have is because of me.
Listen, I know exactly where you're going with this, Rebecca, and yes, I would still love you if you were a worm. I would take care of you. Yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much. You can live in my garden. I'd let you live in my garden.
No, no, no. I'm not a worm. You're a worm.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I will live in your garden. Anyway, my point is, it is fucking abusive as fuck.
Yeah.
And I will take everything away if you go against me. How is that not abuse? It is abuse. And while we're on that fucking topic, going back to my rage pot, I can see my face and I'm just like getting pink. James Dobson of Focus on the
Oh,
Family
wow.
also fuck you because my parents followed along with your whole spare the rod, spoil the child, and boy oh boy, we were not spoiled at all. And I blame you for a lot of my upbringing. Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself. Go fuck yourself. And again, you want to talk about fucking ripples? I am in therapy because I don't know how to parent. I wanted to parent without screaming or hitting.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know how to do that because
But you are doing that.
we didn't get that. But I am doing that
Mm-hmm.
because we're stopping the fucking cycle. But the
Yeah.
fact that that was given to parents under the guise of religion. And so the parents are going, well, we're doing, we're doing
Yeah.
what religious leaders are telling you. And then us today are going, we were in abusive households and abused. And the parents are like, no, this was not abusive. We loved you. And then we get the whole, we're doing this because we love you.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst part was they would
Mm-hmm.
apologize to us after and then make us hug them to show that they still loved us. It's an abusive
That is
relationship.
horrible. Pat
And that's,
said,
but that's what they told the parents to do. Sorry.
yeah. No, I know. Pat said it's like military boot camp where they break you down so they can build you up how they want. And
Except they don't build you up. They keep
no,
holding you down. They keep telling you that you're not worthy. Everything bad that happens is
until you
because
believe
of
them.
whatever
Yeah.
until you whatever you fucking did was not good enough. Here's the thing. My parents told me that my mom told me she was like, "Oh, you were great at arguing and making arguments. You were so smart and like asked so many questions." They
Mm-hmm.
beat that out of me because it was bad. It was disobedient. And like
Yeah.
I know I'm not it's not just me. Like this is how kids were raised in evangelical households,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um so you have a whole generation of people out there who are now recovering from that.
Yeah. And who knows if it'll ever be a full recovery, honestly. Like,
It's
that's a
never going to
lot.
be.
Paper says you're
It's never going to
worthy.
be
Paper says you're worthy.
of being a worm.
Yeah, that's probably what she meant.
Yeah, thank you. Um, and the kids who aren't in therapy, the kids of yesterday who are parents now who aren't in therapy, are now fucking up the next fucking generation of kids
Uh huh.
because they don't know any better.
I'm telling you,
And
it's like we go to therapy because our parents didn't go to therapy. You know what I mean? Like,
and how is Jesus love? How is that? How are you? Jesus was love. Fuck. He was like, you're gonna stone this hooker. I don't think so. Like, you
mm-hmm.
go for. I mean, he hated capitalism.
Yes,
He literally hung out with prostitutes and the blind and the disabled. Those were his people. He loved everyone. He had snacks. He had good snacks. He made sure everyone had snacks. Like, he brought the booze. Like, he was a good guy.
yeah.
And you're telling me that you think he would approve of all the shit you're doing.
That's what gets me too.
What?
Yeah,
No. Fuck you.
like,
It's
oh my
abusive.
god.
And yet, here's the other thing you and I were talking about. We're raised with this,
Mm-hmm.
and we turned out the way we did. And we're liberals. We try to be open-minded. We try to be empathetic. We try to have good emotional intelligence because that's how we were raised.
Yeah,
Like in talking about Jesus, not but like in the how Jesus was. We were told how
Yeah.
Jesus was. And so trying to, as non-religious people, just trying to take those lessons and emulate them. And then our parents were like,
Be a good
oh,
person and like
yeah,
try to love, I mean, not everyone, but like try to love, you know, most everybody. And then our parents are like, I don't know how you got like this. Like, I don't know how, like, you
right,
became so liberal and
right.
like, blah, blah. And it's like, it's not even that I'm so liberal. It's just that, like, you raised me to be a good fucking person. And that's
Right.
what I'm trying to do, is be a good fucking person, because that's what I think is important. And
Correct.
that blows my mind when they're like, I don't know how, like, you're like this now. And like, it's like, what?
Right. What do you mean you didn't vote for Trump?
Yeah.
He is exactly
Oh
an
my
example
god,
of a bad person.
if Jesus was alive today, like Jesus would be like,
He would flip the table. He would
yeah,
flip his shit so hard.
yeah. There's just that all that man is hate and greed and selfishness. Hate.
Everything Jesus hated.
And it's
Everything we were
like,
told that Jesus hated.
I don't understand it, man. I don't
No,
understand it.
no. And here's the thing. Oh, you really want to talk about some shit? Okay. Church leaders are telling everyone, I mean, in churches that are doing this, that while Trump, he's an imperfect leader, but he's still there because Christ, we want to have a Christ-like America, and he's going to help us. So we haven't even whatever. We haven't even dove. You know what I mean? Christian nationalism is a whole thing, which is a whole other podcast. Because I mean, that's too much to get into. But everything Jamie and I are talking about is rooted in Christian nationalism, which is the belief that this religion is the only religion, the right religion, and it is our job as Christians to go out across the nation and make everyone else conform to our beliefs because that's what Christ would fucking want.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're saying that even though Trump is an imperfect leader, he is there to help the spread of to make this nation Christian.
It's all part of
And
God's
and
plan.
it's all part of
Yeah.
God's plan. And I'm stuttering because I think I'm going to have a stroke and I'm trying not to throw up and cry.
Should we take a break?
I'm okay, but I just the rage,
Mm-hmm. It's like
the
bubbling. It
flames,
bubbles under your skin.
the
I know.
flames.
Yeah. It's a lot.
My face is like it's so hot. But that's what it is, and it
Mm-hmm.
baffles me. It baffles me. Um how they think that someone who literally sexually assaulted women, I'm going to go with raped, who hates everyone who's not white or male, and who is surrounding himself with other people who also hate those people, how they can say, you know who would love that guy? Fucking Jesus. He and Jesus would hang. They make paintings of him in the office with Jesus standing behind him on his shoulder, being like, great job, dude.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I know I just
No.
like
No. 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 Don't be sorry. That's why we're talking about this. That's why we're doing this.
ripples. Just, and you want to talk about burnout? Every time someone says I pray for you, I want to slap them across the fucking face.
Yeah.
Please don't. No, thank you. Mm-mm.
Everything
No.
happens for a reason. It's all part of God's plan.
Someone said to me, oh, when my grandpa died, but at least he's with Jesus now or in a better place. Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
I had
No.
such a hard time when my grandma died and when my grandpa died. um, I mean, when all of my grandparents died, but in particular, my mother's parents, because we were closest to them. We lived near them most of my life. And I remember family coming up to me because I was like inconsolable, like at the funerals and after, like hanging out with family. And I remember family coming up to me that knew that I didn't believe in God. And they would come up to me and say, "Do you think you're having such a hard time with this because you don't believe in God and you don't believe they're in heaven?" Kind of like, you would be doing
You
so much
fucks.
better with this if you believed in God and heaven. And like, that's kind of how I think of it. Like, I think of it as just like, I don't know. I mean, like, I get it to a certain extent, like wanting to have this thing to make you feel comfort in times
They're
of
hiding though.
shit. Like,
They're not dealing though. They're not
I know.
processing emotions. They're hiding behind Christianity, and then it comes
Yeah.
out as beating the shit out of your kids later because you can't deal with your fucking trauma.
Yeah.
You are processing it in real time. You're feeling grief, you're sad, you're not trying, because that's the other thing you're learning is that you better be goddamn tap dancing fucking happy at all the things that Jesus has given you. Why are you crying? You're not allowed to feel anything but gratitude and happiness.
That's a
And the fact
lot.
that they were trying to talk you out of grief.
Yeah. I remember at
I'm
my
sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, it's okay. I remember at my grandma's funeral too, like just sitting in the very back of the church and just like I couldn't stop crying. And like I wouldn't go see
Hmm.
same with my grandpa, like I won't look at people in coffins, like I won't do that. And I just remember looking around at everyone that was like visiting basically with each other. I mean, like I get it too. You're seeing a lot of people you haven't seen in a while and like fine, great. But like I was just so distraught and just bawling and I could not stop. I was practically hyperventilating and I was just looking around at all these people just like talking to each other. And I just remember thinking like how is no one else like this upset right now? Why
Yes.
am I the one? And I mean, sorry, not to
Right.
say yes, a lot of
No,
people were
I
very
I
upset,
get what
but
you. No, no, no. You were feeling your feelings though. You weren't
yeah,
adding the addendum of like, but he's in heaven. You were actually. I get exactly what you mean.
yeah. Whew.
I this just popped into my head as a real world example, like that happened last month. I have a lot of clothes that don't fit anymore, and I have a different body and now than I did with a lot of my clothes. And one of my friends was like, "Well, why don't you get something sexy? Don't you have anything sexy to wear?" And it's like, no, like, no. Which again, I'm 40, but I don't, I don't think about dressing that way because it was hammered into me for so fucking long
Yeah,
that that's not how you dress.
yeah. I spent most of my
And
life
that's just
dressing how
something.
I wasn't supposed to dress, though.
I'm so proud of you, though.
Made it a
Like,
point. That was like the only thing I could do. They are not wrong. It
it's
can
so
be more
brave.
convenient and emotionally simple to live blind, but it's kind of a weird self snitch to suggest that there's nothing twisted about believing as an act of cope.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, well, like I get it. I actually think about that a lot. Like I've even have had people that love me, that I love, cry to me and literally say like, "I'm just so sad like that you won't be with me in heaven," or something like that, which is like a fucked up thing to say to somebody. But at the same time, like, and this is probably just me, but like, one, I get it, because if I believed something so strongly and it was this great thing, and this person that I also love so very much wasn't going to have that and was instead going to have something
Mm,
that I believe is so terrible, I would be
yeah.
really upset about that and crying. So I understand it from that aspect, but it's also like not really a great thing to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you're just gonna go to hell," like whatever. But yeah, I do that's how I see religion. And I don't fault religion or believing in a higher being
Oh no, it's the people.
for yeah. I don't fault that for, but that's how I see it. I see it as a cope. I just see it as like this is a nice thing to believe. Like, this is a nice story to believe. And I don't know, by the way. Like, that's why I'm agnostic as fuck. Because, like, I don't know. Like, could something be? Sure, maybe. Probably not. But, like, I don't know. Like, I believe Jesus was a dude. That sounds really fucking cool
Oh
to
yeah.
me. And,
But
but
so
that's
is
it.
Buddha, so is Muhammad. They're,
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
believe, like, he's God. Like, or the son of God.
I think being autistic, and undiagnosed little, but still like growing up in the church being autistic, it's really hard because there's a lot of things that don't make sense. And you're like, and they're like, just believe. And you're like, no, you have to explain to me how that actually works. For example, a man cannot sit in a whale's digestive juices and not die. How does, well, God saved him. No, because it's acid. And like, I really struggled because I was like,
Yeah. I think
oh,
that's it too, is like both of us are like big question askers.
oh God, yes.
And I think that just kind of fucked it up.
What do you mean he had a boat big enough for all animals?
Yeah. Like, what?
It was just a big boat. No, 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 no. No. Also, how did all the animals cross the ocean to get to him? Did all the animals live on one continent? No, they didn't. Because, like, if you, I don't know, let's say we were in Egypt, how did he get, like, kangaroos from
You guys,
Australia?
Rebecca has really thought about this. Like, she's
No, those are the
truly thought
questions
about this.
that's what I mean, though. Like, those are the questions. And it was like, it didn't make sense. And it never made sense. But just being told to believe.
Yeah.
Oh, see, no, this goes back to my that's how you get Nazis. If you just listen and follow orders and believe, that's how you get Nazis. And I think that's just, I was
That's
like, nope.
very true.
Uh-uh.
That's very true.
That's my thesis in life is like, you don't follow because that's how Nazis happen. But that's what I mean, like
Don't be
questioning
complacent.
and not believing and wanting a kid and parents wanting a kid who's, I mean, because kids are exhausting, but wanting a kid who is complacent and follows the rules but doesn't like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think if there was any other. Um,
I want to talk about communion real quick.
oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
always
We did.
hungry because church was at like 10 to 11,
Mm-hmm.
aka prime snack time. Prime snack time. Um, oh, two things actually. And one, I was so excited when I finally got communion because hell yeah, snack time. I was always hungry in church, and I was so disappointed by how gross it was.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yuck. And at my grandma's church, they all drank out of the same cup. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. That's disgusting.
We could all go visit the giant ark in Kentucky. Wait, there's a giant ark in
Yeah.
Kentucky? I don't know about this.
There is. Actually, Fundy Fridays is a YouTube channel that I follow, and like they deconstruct a lot of evangelical people and movements and beliefs. They're great. I think they went to that, or was it the Creationism Museum? They also went to like the Precious Moments Museum. So,
Sorry,
um,
I looked it up and like all I see is like children on zip lines. Like they have like zip lines that maybe go from the ark. I don't know. Um, a creation museum.
yep, where
Wow.
dinosaurs are just 6,000 years old or something
I didn't have
bullshit
that
like that.
problem.
Or
My old church had bomb ass food. Oh, dude, we would have like what were they called? Potlucks and shit all the time. Where
oh,
like people would like cook and make good food. That food was good. However, my coffee addiction started when I was like 10, 11, and my dad would just give me coffee sometimes, but it was always church coffee and it was not good. But that is what started it. Oh yeah, but communion, no, it was never good. I remember one
you guys
time.
didn't have. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. We didn't have one.
No, no, go. You.
I was just. This is just a stupid funny story. It's like me and my friend. I was telling you, Jackie, who like we would watch Veggie Tales all the time. We knew all the Veggie Tales songs and like always fooled around. And we would sometimes we'd go up to communion together, and our favorite thing to do is like we always took the little plastic cup of like communion wine as like a shot, so we would take it really fast as a shot.
Yes.
Yeah. And then this one time I was just fooling around, and so I think I even looked up at my dad, because my dad's like giving communion, right? And my dad's like, oh my god. But I was like shoving my tongue in the glass, and then I was like looking over at like Jackie, and then it broke. I was like, da, 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 da. That looked bad. We're gonna cut that. And like my tongue broke it, and it broke apart. So then I had to take it, and they have a tray, because even though they're supposed to be disposable plastic cups, they would still have you return them to them.
Because they washed and
They would wash them and reuse them, of course.
Ugh.
And I know that they weren't going to reuse this or whatever, but I had to put that like on the tray for like the elders or like church people to be like, what'd you do?
It's going to cost us 5 cents. Damn it.
And also, at the church that I really grew up in for 14 years of my life, we lived there and went there from when I was 4 till 18. After communion, after church was over and everything, like the elder or the pastor or whoever would like go out, and if they had a bottle of wine that only had like a little left in it, they would just like go outside and dump it and like not even look. They just open the store and like dump it in like the it was like a bush or something, like just like the whatever. And then all of a sudden,
What a waste.
they started noticing that the bush started getting a hole in it. So they were killing this bush because
Church wine is acid.
it was so bad. It was just a normal, healthy bush. And then all of a sudden this hole, it started getting barer and barer in the middle. And then there was like a hole in it because they would just dump the leftover wine.
Church wine. Ooh. No, I was going to tell you, you didn't do altar calls. I don't think you did, but altar calls in church are when, I think it's during communion, but if you feel moved to go up because your faith in Christ has been renewed, or you're feeling extra slutty sinful that day, I don't fucking know. You can go up
feeling
and
extra slutty sinful.
correct. You can walk up your little walk to the front of the church and just stand up there and be like, I am a sinner, but I am repenting and I'm renewing my faith to God. And Rachel, if I'm wrong on this, I think you did one. I was embarrassed for you if it was you. I know someone I knew did. Ugh. But I remember my mom one time was just looking at me like,
You gonna go? Was it after she found out you lost your virginity? She's like, are you
no,
going?
thankfully. No, but she was just like, was that something that interests you? And she will also be like, I never did that. You 100%
Isn't that
fucking did.
so funny? I'll tell my mom
hate
things that she didn't. She'll be like, I never did that. And I'll be like,
I
you
would
did
never.
too. You 100% did too.
Don't tell the autistic with receipts that you didn't, because bitch, you did.
Don't tell a Taurus
You
that you
did.
didn't do it. We remember.
Mm.
We
remember
hold
forever.
grudges. We are Pepperidge farming all of that shit. Like, we got it. We got notes.
Yeah, but I never took I never got confirmed. I never did the altar calls. Like I pretty much was like, nah, I'm not.
I thought it
I'm
was
not
going to
for
be
me.
like you had to go, because like we also had, what did they call them? Oh, I wish I could remember what they called them. We basically had to do like service hours, like volunteer hours, but they called them something stupid, and we would have to do it for like our school.
Chores for Christ.
It was something dumb. It wasn't that dumb, but it was like something very stupid. I'll think of it later maybe, or when I do the show notes for this, but like so one of the ways that I would do that is again, a lot with my friend Jackie, we would schedule our acolyting. So we would do acolyting where we like put on the robes and like we like lit the candles and then like put the candles out at the end, and then like
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Pat's comment, which we'll get to after you're done.
Oh, okay.
I was not being an asshole.
Oh, no,
sorry.
no. Oh, no, you're fine. You can laugh at me. But I just remember doing that as like service hours to get that out of the way, and it was like so bad because Jackie and I would just be like whispering and like giggling like all the time, and would have to sit. So like not only did we have to like go up in these robes and like light candles, but like for the service you would have like the pastors are on this side sitting here and you would have to sit here. Like hey trash pals.
Did your dad just did your dad just ever look at you like, I will fucking kill you?
No. I think like there were even some things like my father did that like were just like kind of like silly and like to be funny. And so I think stuff like that. And also like we were kids. Like I think like my dad got that a little bit, but I don't know. I'm sure there were tons of times where my father was like, shouldn't have done that, or like should have seen this coming, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like that I do not recall, for example.
I said the last time I went to church back when I was in middle school, they called out the new people up to the front to come kneel and quote, accept the Lord as your savior and have the cracker thing. That's what I laughed at, was the cracker thing. That's what made have the cracker thing. It's a communion wafer. I, I remember when they came to me, they asked me and I told them that I didn't accept and they were so stunned and moved on. I had went for the girl I liked at the time because she wanted me to go. We didn't hang out anymore. That
Good
I
for
remember that when you're
you.
dating with someone, you had to be like, "Are you Christian?" and then try to like get them to, because you couldn't really date them if they weren't Christians. You'd be like,
Yeah.
you gotta be a Christian now, or at least go to church."
Yeah.
Just why? Just fucking date them.
When I shaved my head in 8th grade, like that too was just like how everyone reacted and like how I was so like othered, and like I get it. Like it was the 90s, so like it was the 90s and I was a girl, so like it was shocking. Like I get that, but just like the way my parents and everyone at school and church reacted, like one of my friends' dads would always be like, "Oh, hey, GI Jane," to me like every time, and I just hated it. And like, yeah. And
Fuck you.
I think I told him that once, like as a teenager. He said it so many times that I think I was finally like, that's not really funny. Like, I don't like it when you say that. Like, it's like, oh. But, what else was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh,
G.I. Jane. Fuck it.
I was talking about shaving my head. No, I don't remember.
Horse for Christ.
I don't remember. Oh well. Should we play a cult game?
Oh, I would love to play a cult game. Again, I could go on about this for hours. For hours, and I won't, but I really want to because there's just
We
so
can.
much.
We
And
can still go on.
no, I have a list of grievances against a lot of people.
Um, yeah, we think we're gonna watch, or we're gonna play
Honey, I joined a cult.
Honey, I Joined a Cult. And see how that goes. I feel like you're gonna have to tell me what to do, Rebecca. You've played it more than I have at this rate.
All right. Do you want to share your favorite thing that ever happened to you at church? Just so we can end a good note. Because I got fingered in a Camaro in my church parking lot. That was the best thing that ever happened to me at church.
I made out in what they called the cry room. It was where they literally had a little like soundproofed room, you know what I mean, in the back of the church with like some toys where like you could take your kid if your kid was screaming, or if you had a baby and the baby was crying, you needed to breastfeed, because that has to be in this dark room in the back, you know.
Cover up your sinning titties.
And people really weren't in there too much, and if they did, like if a mom came in, we would leave. But like me and my friends would just go in there and hang out because no one could hear us. And so we could just like fool around and like laugh and stuff. But I totally made out with a handful of people in the cry room.
I love that for you.
Not at the same time.
Good
It's
job.
not like we didn't have. Yeah, they called it the cry room. I know. I don't know.
Did they do lock-ins ever where it was like, let's take a bunch of
Yes.
horny fucking teenagers and lock them in a church and play games, and then they're also going to try not to finger each other in different rooms the whole time?
My my church didn't do many of those when I was there, but I had a friend's church who did, and I would always go with her to her church, and I would always get in trouble at her church lock-ins.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thanks.
You know what's really fun is having cousins in the same family circle and now being adults and being like, how is your church? And then just comparing notes.
Yeah.
Because again, sometimes you feel crazy. And when you compare notes, you're like, oh no, okay,
Yeah.
not us. We're not crazy.
I would actually love to talk to some people I went to high school with or middle school with about this stuff, but I don't really talk to anybody I went to school with, really.
That's for the best, probably. I don't either.
I've also been, but I like, since I keep bringing up Jackie, I kind of want to reach out to Jackie. She was good fun.
Yeah. I think I talked to one to two people from high school still, and that's about it. That's fine.
Yeah. Most of my friends were like outside of my school. They went to other schools. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It was back to shaving my head, is that my best friend, like we had been best friends for a long time. Like I went on family vacation with her. Like her mother loved me, her sister loved me. Like I would spend the night there all the time. She would be at my place all the time. Like we had been best friends for years. And I shaved my head and her mom contacted my mom and said she didn't feel comfortable with her daughter hanging out with me anymore. And my mom thought that was fucked up.
Good.
And so my mom talked to her about it, but like she couldn't change her mind and like she just felt differently. And I think it was just basically she thought,
I don't like that Jamie girl. She's a bad influence.
I don't even think it was like bad influence. I think she thought that I was like insane or something, or like,
Oh.
yeah, because I did that, which is dumb. But I remember that was so hurtful and that was like so messed up to me.
God.
But I think
Bitch.
we weren't allowed to see each other or like talk to each other for like, yeah, for like 3 months or something, 2 or 3 months, and then her mother finally allowed us to see each other again. You know, once my hair grew out. No, just kidding. I don't know, but
We have one more story and then we'll play the game.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you this real quick. So in college, it was a Sunday, and one of my the people on my dorm floor was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to our church. Do you want to come?" And I was like, "Fuck it, what the hell? I don't care. Let's go," because breakfast is promised after. I went. Now the church I went to was PCA Presbyterian, which is evangelical, and there would be a lot of like when we did praise songs, there'd be a lot of like hands in worship, sometimes falling to our knees, a lot.
Sometimes
there
speaking
would be
in
a lot of
tongues?
like, no.
Thank God.
This church, however, we went to, and they did, and I was so shocked that I actually and like nervous. I started laughing out loud, and then I got like the nervous giggles because I didn't know what was happening and I didn't know what this was. And I was like, and they're just like, Hamala, Shamala, Hamala, Shamala. And I'm like, oh. And I couldn't stop because they kept going and it sounded so fucking stupid. And I was like, what is happening? And no one had prepared me. And so I had to invite myself to leave because it was.
That was like
I didn't
kind
know.
of my experience. It's so uncomfortable because I told you a guy I was with was Pentecostal. And so would take me to church. And then also like after church, all these like middle-aged ladies, and I was like 18, 19 probably at this time. All these like middle-aged ladies would come up to me after and like surely because of how I dressed, because I was still in like goth punk Jamie stage, which I'm still in. I'm still in my goth punk era, but I just put on this dress for church. And they all like would come up to me like all sweet and be like, "Oh, God has called us, or like God has compelled us to like come pray over you. May we pray over you?" And I would be like, "No."
Lay hands. I'm gonna anoint you with oil
No.
and lay hands on you. No, you may not.
I was like, I don't even believe in God. I'm just doing this because I'm fucking that guy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But people would get up and like speak in tongues, and I was just like, yep, no.
Shamala, shamala. Get the snakes. It's time.
Lutherans would know.
I
Now is the time to worship. Yeah.
I went to Easter service when I was 18. Like I came home from college. I brought my college boyfriend with me and I was proud because I didn't believe in it, but I was going to go for my mom and I bought a dress. It was like really cream colored dress, modesty cardigan included. It had like a flower print on it. And I wore a thong because like I didn't want a panty line to show.
Right.
I did not know that this cream colored dress was see-through
Oh no.
in any way, shape, or form because it was double lined, but it was also from like, Deb or whatever bullshit Forever 21 they had.
A modesty cardigan, Pat.
The modesty cardigan. So you cover up your thinner
Cover up.
shoulders
Yeah.
and your spaghetti straps so boys can't be tempted by your décolletage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she was furiously insane at me because my magenta thong was showing right through my fucking
Magenta.
dress. And I genuinely had like,
I would have
look,
thought
Mom, I
you
got
did it
an
on
Easter
purpose.
dress.
Like I would have been like, "Good job,
No,
Rebecca."
no. I was like, Mom, I got an Easter dress. She was so angry with me. I just didn't know. I
Were you
did
like
not know it was
horrified
see-through.
because you didn't know it was see through when you found out?
Well, no, I was mad at her because I was like, I
Oh.
tried. And then I was like, then I just again took off my panties, let my boyfriend finger me. That was a joke, Mom. He didn't. It was in the driveway.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Again, I could just go on and on with all these fucking things.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Anyways, thanks for joining us today. We're gonna play
Yeah.
a game and not talk about this anymore, and
Last
we'll
week we
have fun
talked
now.
about all the things that we like. This week we just talked about a bunch of things that we hate that are very traumatic.
All of our trauma.
Welcome to the
All of our
Burnout
trauma.
Collective, where we trauma bond every week, Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific.
We have to stress eat M&Ms.
Should we take a little break?
Sure.
Let's take a break.
I'll yeah, we'll be right back. Get your modesty cardigans and we'll be right back.
Yeah, get a snack. We haven't done this in a while. Take your meds. Wait, what does this do? Does this work?
You have a bot to tell you to take your meds, stay hydrated, and have a snack?
I thought I did, but maybe I don't. I don't think I do. I'm probably wrong. Was it like a thingy? Oh, here we go. Yeah. You must provide a message. Oh, that's dumb. That's what my phone is for, to remind you to take meds. Nice. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. We will be right back, and we will play Honey, I Joined a Cult. Why can I not hear you? Oh.
Because I muted because I didn't want my M&M crunching to be picked up on the mic
Got it.
for later.
All right. We'll be right back, guys. Thanks for hanging.
Uh
Hello. I love how it always like has me last. My video
Oh,
always pops up last. It's like, I guess she's there.
well, worm first.
All right, we're gonna play a game. I want to edit my video so it doesn't look stupid, but I guess I'll
You
do
don't look
that
stupid.
another time. Oh my god, now everybody can see my games. Okay. I didn't even know I was sharing
Embarrassing.
that screen. Because we need to share the other screen. Oh, maybe we should turn the music off because it has this like really like 70s porn music thing going. Done. Ooh. I might turn up the
Yeah.
yeah. Music. What happens if I turn this light off?
Not a whole lot. Getting cult cozy.
Yeah, I just want like... Oh, that's too yellow, maybe. Whatever. Let's get cozy. Alright, we are going to turn the music up, obviously. Okay. So Rebecca and I already started a game. We just wanted to make our cult together. So we did all that already. But now I have all these like tasks to do.
Of course.
There's too much happening. Everything's going too fast. So all of our people are like naked, right? Oh, here's
Yes.
here's Overlord Jeffrey. What is it? Troller.
Jeffrey Troller. Everybody's
Everybody's naked. Oh my god, look at these flowers. I can't do anything with them. Prestige 0. What? Look, everybody's worshipping.
naked yoga.
What's this? Mood. This person doesn't have a good mood. Alright, I'm just gonna...
We need to build a lobby out because that's where people come and they get like all excited
Our
about it.
followers
so
are called Filthies, by the way. Filthies gain experience by performing tasks and going out on missions. Honey, I joined the cult. How perfect. You guys really planned this out with your street talking. Yeah, we did, Q. Yeah, we did. Thank you for noticing. Huh? Leader demands. Your leader will sometimes make a leader demand. It's best to pay attention to these. Research and build leader's sanctum. Of course. The leader has to have a sanctum. Okay.
that just means her own pooping room.
So how do I build this out?
So if you go to, there should be like see room only objects. Just go to,
Objects?
right there. Yeah. No, there should be a yellow button in that menu. Sorry, your head's covering it, but there should be the lobby desk creates a job. So leader skills, room. So, yes, that one. So go all the way down. There should be a yellow button there that says.
Set
Do you see the
room
yellow button at the very
specific
bottom of that?
objects?
Yes. Click on that, and that'll pull up everything. Okay, so you have everything you need to make that a lobby. So then you just need to add like extra stuff like chairs or plants.
Oh, so you don't mean build out by making it bigger. You just mean add stuff to it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So decor. Like a lava lamp?
We usually Tables are good, or chairs. They really like
There's like
those.
a comfy chair.
Yeah.
Also, did you figure out if you can rotate furniture?
Yes, hit R.
Oh my god. Thank Jesus. Thank.
Here's our overlord, Jeffrey Troller.
It's just like people there like waiting. Oh god, what's he doing?
He's judging. He needs to sleep, and so the other thing we need to do is build bedrooms and beds for them.
I do have a bedroom and beds, but I don't know if we have enough for everybody we have here. Let's give them like a filing cabinet, you know?
Mm.
So they've got like their
Good call,
office
good
stuff,
call.
and then just like a lava lamp just to make things feel more cozy for everybody.
Yeah.
Can you put it on stuff? Guess not.
You can put it on a table. So if you do like a coffee table.
Okay. Wait, was that a coffee table? Oh yeah. Can it be like really close? Can people still sit in them?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like Animal Crossing where they're like,
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't noticed that at least.
look, got some lava lamps, maybe like a potted plant over here.
Oh, that's nice.
And then like a small bookcase.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a couple bookcases. And then a standing lamp,
So you can add
obviously.
your copy of the Troller Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good ambiance.
Oh, and it's like nighttime? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, is this person gonna go in? Go on. No, they're just passing us by. Why would
Yeah,
they
at
not?
nighttime they usually don't. Because they don't usually at nighttime.
Oh my god. Okay. So I have this, but I guess like I think we have more
Yeah,
people.
you need to create. Yeah, you need to add another couple beds.
I think I'm supposed to be doing something with this stuff here. Nope, that's not.
Yeah, so you see where it says rooms on the bottom menu. It'll tell you which ones you need and or are available.
Oh, okay.
So you need a maintenance room that'll help prevent your buckets on a string from breaking down as often.
Oh, nice. Trash pile. Wait, did we name this a trash pile, or is it just called the trash pile?
Yeah, no, we named our room of faith the trash pile.
Oh, perfect. So do we... Oh, we have one already. I see. So maintenance room, is that the only thing we don't have? I guess.
And as you do more research, you unlock more rooms. So like there's a worm conversion therapy room. There's like a...
Should I just
I
put
don't
the
know, there's one that
maintenance
spins you
room all,
around.
like weird and back here?
No, I connect it. You need to connect it to the building usually just so they can have it on hand.
Oh, okay. Oh. What? Wait. Maintenance.
And it can just be a little one, a little guy too.
Just a little guy?
It's a little guy.
Why didn't that not work? I don't remember how to do this now.
So you need to go to foundations at the very bottom part of the menu. Go to build on the left.
Oh.
And then foundation at the very top. No, foundation at the top. And then build out your 7x6 square. And then you're going to go back to rooms and you're going to do what you did by dragging those squares, but on the foundation. So that sets it as what room type it is.
What is this, concrete?
Right now you have brick.
Oh. Then we need a door.
Mm-hmm.
Maintenance will be green door, a blue door. Can I put it like out here?
No, you want to connect it to you want their bedroom to connect to it so they can get into it or access it easily. So like have a door to the bedroom, and then you can have another door
Well, I
anywhere
could
else.
just have
But that way they
another.
can
I can
always.
just
Or,
build this out, right? And then have a longer hallway.
oh yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's do that then. So we will build out just all of this, I guess. And then... does everything have to have a door? Or can I just, like...
For mine, it did so they can get in it, but I haven't tried it without doors.
Yeah, I just meant, like... Well, could I just, like, open this up? Wait, demolish.
Yeah, I mean, whatever set of squares you have that are marked as that specific room are the room, and then everything else is just considered, I don't know, foundation.
Oh, but I don't want a wall there. I just want...
So you can go to demolish wall at the very top
delete
next to the
wall.
hammer.
I see,
Yeah.
I see. Beautiful.
Oh my God, not me telling you how to play a game. I'm so proud of myself.
Do you like it?
I'm not playing with you.
Yeah, you like that? Okay. More beds.
But then whatever. Oh,
It's fine.
he's so demanding.
Maybe I should just make this bigger out here and just put all the beds in there. And yeah.
While you're doing this, do you want me to read us our horoscope?
Oh yeah.
Or did you look at ours already?
I didn't look at it already. I would love that.
Okay. You and Jamie are able to communicate your feelings to each other. Jamie wants to examine the universe with you. Listen to their concerns without trying to make them go away. Mm.
Yeah. You heard it. You heard it here first.
Do take the lead. Sleek silhouettes. Lunch treat. Special little treat for a special little guy.
Wait, isn't this my maintenance room? No, this is something else. Research
Your research
office.
room.
Got it.
Don't overcommit. Unwanted advice or sunglasses. All right, let's see what Jamie has. Oh, does it let me see your stuff? Maybe not. Sorry, I can't tell you your do's and don'ts.
Well, it should.
Oh. Let's see.
Okay. And then we need more beds. Bed, dirty mattress. Bedroom.
In harmony with us is maturity and drive, smart together, and mutual attraction. That's because we are hot ass worms.
Shit. How do I undo?
Influx is unsolicited advice. I don't know if you can do. Can you do Control Z?
Yeah, I did actually.
I haven't tried that yet. Nice.
That was cool.
Challenges, delusion and bad habits, and confusion over priorities. For you, you have success in your work, your creative flow.
Success in my
Nice.
work. Oh, now it's...
Look at you building this compound.
Listen to this music. Okay. I guess just more filthy, dirty mattresses, you know?
And if you go to your filthies, you can assign them beds too.
Like,
Otherwise,
do some of them not get beds?
no. I mean, sometimes they'll just sleep
Shit.
wherever. But if you, depending on how controlling you want to be.
Wait, how do I? Okay. I don't know how they're gonna fit. This is like, they're in there like sardines. That's fine.
Like any good cult leader, stuff them in.
Just stuff them all in. What sort of research are we doing? Sermon, mood boost. Mood boost. Research. Let's speed it up.
Yes. So do you see everything on the bottom left? There's a menu. It looks like a little candy wheel.
Yeah.
It's kind of like yellow.
Influence.
So that's what you want to gain. Yeah, you want to gain more of that, and then you unlock more research.
Okay. So is this not working?
Oh no, it's working. They're researching, and you
All
can
right.
also assign somebody to research. Like you can click on a filthy, and then you can just like. So if you click filthies at the bottom.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's all right. Great. She's researching. But yeah, you can assign them to different places if you only want them to do one thing.
Oh, okay. What does this mean? Level up. Oh, skill points.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can click on that.
Sounds like a researcher.
Well, his skill will tell you like what his skills are.
I have skill points to give him.
Oh, he's kind of the fucking worst. And so your acolytes at the beginning are going to be really shitty.
Bad
and so you
memory.
basically have a bunch of Kelvins running around the compound
Oh,
eventually.
no.
But as you build out your cult and it gets bigger and better, then you start attracting more people with better, traits, and you can do PR for it, kind of like Scientology.
Ambitious.
We will eventually attract a Tom Cruise, but you can give them points like the ones with the arrows next to them. If you click, you can just decide what skills you want their points to go to.
Let's put this guy in charge of maintenance. And then give them skill points. Oops.
No, it's only the person with an arrow next to their
you're
name
right,
that
you're
has
right.
skill points available.
Alright, what do we want this bitch to do? What's your job, bitch?
What are her traits?
Sensitive ears, dirty hands.
Oh, not food then.
She has uncontrolled rage. So she should, like,
Not a receptionist.
go to the... I think... Okay. Meditation. Perfect.
Or yeah.
Perfect. 4 skill points. So let's give her some more empathy, right? And then...
Sure.
Public speaking 1. And... let's give her just some more empathy.
Paper
just
says
need-
you just need their money anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, now Clint. Bad memory. Serial liar. I mean, he could do food, right?
Sure.
Oh, he has dirty hands too.
God damn it.
Why does everybody have dirty hands? Is that just what everybody has? Ew, everyone has dirty hands.
Is there lack of sinks? Or like have you set up the bathroom so that they're not forced to wash their hands before they leave?
I don't know how to force them.
Okay, so I build a wall that separates their toilets, and then like the path they follow takes them exactly by the sinks.
Oh, I didn't realize you had to do that. All right, let's...
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. I just control them.
Oh, city food production shut down. Disappearance of several people blamed on food manufacturer.
Uh-oh.
Unable to buy new ingredients for kitchen. Oh God. Alright, so we need more bathrooms maybe? I keep getting distracted. Objects. I also don't know. Meditation mat. Yeah. Let's just do more bathrooms then. Over here. So this is... I didn't know what to do. So this... Oh, see? That guy's doing what he's supposed to do. Who's not washing their hands? See? He's washing his hands right now.
Good for him.
I think they're all doing it. So what the fuck? Whatever. We need more
Maybe.
shower buckets.
To be fair, they're also on the filthy mattresses.
Oh, and you said R? I mean, I'll just put sinks right here then. Can I pick this one up? Move object. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, you know, just a toilet bucket for everybody. Oh, let me put it there. Okay. What if we put this one, can we put it like super close to the shower? Ooh, I hear like meditating. What are we doing here? I'm sure I could take advantage of this. What? What's he doing?
Was he clapping at a chair?
Yeah.
Simple bit.
He was like, I'm sure. He was like, he's like, I'm sure we can take advantage of this. How do we take advantage of these people? Alright. And then... research complete. Mood boost. Let's give us some extra faith.
Filthy is close to leaving. Don't threaten me with a good time.
How do I... who's unhappy? This one? This one? Okay, let's give these guys some points. So Jasmine... she can... she's like a liar. She can still like...
she's a liar. So that would be good for like espionage
The lobby.
and... oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, espionage, intelligence, perfect.
Bluffing, yeah.
And then Clint, bad memory, serial liar. Let's just put him in the kitchen. I don't know.
And then once you start building up good people, they can do
I can't
missions
put him
for
in the
you.
kitchen.
This is filthy hands.
Did I already put somebody in the kitchen? Bad memory. Liar. So, bluffing. Empathy. Perfect. And Bammy Leaf. All-star. This person's a fucking all-star, dude.
Yeah. She's the one who I send out to do my PR.
But I don't have that yet.
So like, like when you get missions, like you see at the bottom, something will pop up. You get a mission.
Yeah.
I send her to do my
Okay.
speaking.
Okay. Does this bitch have a job? No. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Alright, what is everybody upset about?
I just love her with her little hat.
How do I make these go away? Are these just gonna be here forever?
What, go away?
All of these notifications.
I don't know. Here, click on missions though.
We don't know where missions is.
It's on the bottom menu next to research. It looks like a compass.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Oh, it just said missions available. They also, to be fair, they also expire, so maybe...
What is your major malfunction? An object just broke. These filthies are so heavy-handed. Fix it or replace this meter. I did that already. I think it's asking me to do things that I did.
I wonder if you can change the settings so it doesn't give you alerts.
Yeah, I think I can. So I'm spending this time to give them a
Jeffrey.
heck talk. This comes at a cost. I need to keep a diary.
Yeah.
Job priorities ensure that your filthies are always assigned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Filthy is close to abandoning the cult for good. Filthies are essential to keep filthies happy and monitoring their needs and give them what they need. Okay. Soiling. Uh-oh, one of your things had an accident.
Evict them. Kick them out of the group. Disgusting.
You disgust
Fucking
me.
monsters.
Which
Jeffrey would
follows.
never. Jeffrey would
Yeah,
never
they
stand
spend
for
a large
that.
amount of time and money, and it seems that they all need to go eventually. It's the right time to get some well-deserved rest. Wait, do I have to like tell them to sleep? Like, Jesus.
No, but you set their schedules so that like at a certain time they are.
Oh.
Ooh, you can make a kitchen now. And then you can order gruel.
But this is a kitchen.
No, that's a canteen.
Oh.
So a canteen has a vending machine and water, and they can get like little snacky things, but like the kitchen is where you can make actual food, and then you start doing research toward it. So you go from gruel to burgers.
There's no kitchen.
But,
Where?
In rooms.
I don't have that. That's what...
Wait, did it say you wait, are you researching it or did you earn it?
Oh, I was researching it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then no,
I
it's
thought
not
you
ready
saw something else pop up. I was like, wait. They're positively average. Okay. Seriously, why is it like 70s porn music?
yet. As Jeffrey would want it.
This is the meditation studio. Let's add more mats. More mats, bring in more people. Oh, wait, what? Maximum allowed in a single room. Okay. Fine. No. See, we have so many beds for everybody. Should I make reception bigger?
No, save your money because you're gonna need. I mean, eventually you're gonna need to add on, and those are not the important rooms.
PR missions, that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I had to start that, I didn't know. So if I'm starting this on top of this, do they just both go at the same time?
No, they go, I think, unless you
Next.
prioritize it. Yeah, they'll go next. So anything with a exclamation point. So you can start the recreational room too, and when you do that, then you can build that, and they will be less bored.
Got it. Cool.
So if you have the points for that, you can, yeah.
You have much knowledge.
I really enjoyed building my cult.
I like building things. Can I like make shit bigger? Like, I don't want to redo the room, but it's fine. He just like went in. My story is like yours, but more interesting because it involves cults. All glory to the Almighty. Was it trash pile? Trash something?
Was it the trash panda?
Who's a lucky boy? Well, who, punk? What? My eyes, the goggles are doing nothing. Having to use a bucket for a toilet isn't exactly great for morale. You can make all these highly building spacious rooms with high quality objects like rooms will receive prestige. Okay.
So the more shit you add in there that costs more money, the more prestige you have.
Okay. So if I like click on a room, okay, 16.
Mm-hmm.
What does this mean?
And see the prestige score. So like if you if you add more, it goes down. Or sorry, if you add more nice things, it goes up, and
how do I get
they're
somebody to
happier.
fix this?
I usually just delete it and then replace it, but I'm lazy.
Okay.
Wow, they broke both your sinks, fuckers.
Both of them? No. Shit. Okay. So. Oh, there's a new room now. Here's the rec room. So that has to be connected here then?
Well, you don't have to connect it. I mean, I have pathways, so I have separate rooms that just go in
Oh.
different places.
Oh, okay. Well, you were saying
So
this had to
I
be
make like a
connected.
compound. No, no, the maintenance room should be connected just so like because usually if they're gonna fix the bathroom, it's just easier to have it right by so it gets done right away.
Okay, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean everything had to be connected.
No, it's okay.
God. I'll stop backseat driving.
No, 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 you're fine. I wanted help because I don't know what I'm doing. Um,
You're
so
lucky I'm so
built.
good at games, Jamie.
What do we want? Foundation metal for the rec room? Yeah, metal rec room. Oh, God. Sermon complete. Good job. Wait, what? What am I doing? This isn't working how it worked before.
What isn't working how it worked before? Are you out of money?
What is this that I just put here?
Oh, you can demolish it.
I was trying to build a foundation.
But you have to demolish.
But why can't I? Because when I did the brick, see, I did this. How come I can't do this with the metal one?
Try it again.
So, oh, metal. Oh, now it works. What? I swear to God it wasn't working, okay? Let's give them a big rec room. Yeah! Okay. Objects. A dominoes table? That's actually looks like Scrabble. Okay, I guess it is dominoes, but whatever. We'll do... a couple of those.
We should play Oxygen Not Included at some point.
I should. I do. I own it.
Oh.
I know. Oh, we got... It's a slot machine. I was hoping it was like an arcade. What? Nope. Guess we'll just have to do it here. And then let's do some decor! Oh, I need out a door. Hee hee. We do like double doors? Yeah. Oh shit, look how happy they are. Alright, Clint clearly has a gambling problem. So does Overlord, Dumpster Fire, Jeffrey Troller.
Not Jeffrey.
Oh my god. Can I put a vending machine in here? Oh, you like can't put it in certain places. Okay. Lighting. Let's do a standing lamp, like one here. Light fitting? What is that?
Oh, it's like an overhead light.
Oh, okay, cool. Put one like here. Sure. Just a mirror. Well, let's put like... I thought this was poop. Picture of our leader on the wall in the rec room. Yeah, just a couple of them. No big deal. And the banner. Cool. And then a snake photo.
Yes, but it's a worm, right?
Yeah, sure. Are those on the wall? It doesn't look like it. Ooh, some cozy rugs. Wait, do I have not... I can't do rugs yet? Or... Oh, these are all just gray rugs.
But you can change the colors. Like, there should be a little
can?
palette thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. Perfect. What rug do we want? This one? Yeah, what happened? It has our thing in the middle of it. I love that. That's too many rugs. I'm gonna keep going with it. Yeah, everybody just have fun. Oh my god, I want to decorate the outside. Sure.
Shit.
What? You okay? Ah, yes, the Shrine of Light. Outdoor lighting. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
Dog was running.
It's okay. Outdoor paving. So, for example, it's so pretty. Would you do like a little path? Oh! That's not enough. They're too close together. They're too close together. Are your paths just like a single thing?
No, I do like double.
Okay. We can now undertake. Yes, I want to do a PR mission. It'd be great to have someone shouting. People love that. Send someone now, please. So I have to pick. Where do they want me to pick? Do I just go to Filthies? Which one was it? Was it? Oh, there's two Jasmines? Fuck. Or Bamie?
What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, so Bamie should be our... How do I send Bamie on a PR mission?
If you click on the mission, it'll say assign acolyte. So, if you go to the missions.
Oh, I see. Got it, okay. This won't go away though. So, this bitch... Okay.
Yeah, type again.
So... Okay. next. You can do that later, fam. Oh, it's complete already? Aspiring agent. You're filthy returned. PR rating increase. Money and PR rating per filthy. Love this. Love this for us.
Yeah.
Next. And... okay. Ah! What? How did this happen? I didn't do this. Who did that? Who did this?
Do what?
I didn't put all this flooring here.
You might have accidentally.
That's crazy. Somebody was injured? Oh, I still didn't fix those goddamn sinks. This is too much for me. Oh, the sinks are fixed. Good job. What if I...
This cult is too hard. Well, Rob. Welcome to the cult.
Well.
Funny seeing you here.
Rob, it's a cult. Alright, so we can do... okay. And then... wait, how do I... oh, okay, you scroll. I was like, how do I get over here and look at these? Bathroom upgrade, yes. We're doing it. Faith cap? Sure. I'm gonna do all of this. Does this mean we got new items and new rooms? Oh, we finally got a kitchen! So does the kitchen have to be part of this, or it can be separate?
Oh, I have mine connected just because you have to order the gruel, and sometimes, you know, they have to eat out of the vending machines if you run out of gruel. So.
Okay. Delete wall. Oh, wait, what? Does this... yeah, everybody's doing great. Well, let me do that for some reason. I guess we're doing an open... oh, here we go, walls. And we'll do... okay. Rooms. Kitchen. I can delete that, right? How do I unassign room? Not this. Perfect. Objects. Kitchen. Alright, what are we gonna do first? Oven. Worktop. Oh shit! I don't have any money. Rebecca, I need more money.
No.
Rebecca, I need more money. What is this? Hello? Sure. We're gonna send her and this guy, that girl, begin mission. character use a pool of revelations? This is so fucking... It's insane. Compound objects. Come on, make me money. Speed things up, people.
Give me money. Money,
I
please.
just need money. Your guidance is required on an active mission. Do it now. You happen upon a security guard patrolling in front of a door marked storeroom. It seems there might be something important inside. Attempt to run in while the guards... What? Sweet talk the guard into allowing you in. Create a distraction and slip past him. There's never anything interesting in storerooms. Sweet talk. Oh, I can't do those, is what it's saying. Sure. You make a dash for the door, but the moment it's open, the guard turns around, his eyes widen, blah, blah, blah. You assume the feudal position and think of the almighty trash panda. What follows isn't pretty.
The feudal? Feudal?
Feudal? I assumed it was supposed to be fetal.
We're doing so good.
Broken.
Oh, British feudal. Sorry.
Broken. Is it a British spelling? A Britishism?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Pass around the donation plate. Yeah. We're doing great, fam. Look, we're making money.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna finally make this kitchen thing work. Hopefully without being interrupted. Alright, so... oven. And a sink. And then we also need a fridge. Make mama some money, minions.
They also your followers cost you money every day too.
Oh my
So there's
God.
costs associated with your...
Oh
I know,
my
they're
God.
fucking pains in the ass.
Disgusting.
I know. Disgusting.
Oh, so I fucked up.
What's wrong?
Because I tried to do a sneak. Does that mean I can't do another mission for a while? Fuck. What does this need? Fridge and freezer and kitchen sink. There's a kitchen sink right there. Did that have to be connected?
No.
Oh, it's just because I don't have a... I don't have any money. Missions are available. Oh, here's one. I need to send 4 of them? Kicking twigs around at the TV station. What if I only have 3 people? Oh, this person's almost ready. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Come on, baby! Jesus. Let's go. Wish I could speed it up more, honestly. Someone has to pay for the Kool-Aid. Injury needs treatment. God damn it! Take care of yourself.
I'm not your mother.
Yeah, what the fuck? I can give people skill points, huh? DME, speaking, social, improv, intelligence, espionage. Alright. Wait, what's this? We have one more person. Jasmine. public speaking, social. Yes, that's it. Alright, this person is like injured. Injuries. Oh, I have to send them to the hospital? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have ran out of all prepared food. Vending machines will be used instead if available. So should I put another vending machine in there? Can I put vending machines in the kitchen?
I don't think so, but you could try.
Which is dumb, right?
But you can always order. You should be able to order gruel. So if you click on the kitchen, or did you order gruel already? I'm sorry.
I did not order gruel.
So you can order gruel. God damn. Order gruel, and then you have to ask them to prepare it.
Okay. Where does it tell me to do that?
So click on the kitchen, and then you know where it gives you like the rundown of the room. It should say like info.
Oh, I
and
see.
then,
Yeah. Okay. Freezer. I don't have a freezer. Sermon complete. I don't. Oh, order. I'm so stupid. How much do you buy at a time?
I max it, but if you're low on money, you don't have to.
Just get like 100 and see what that gets me.
Mm-hmm.
I made the kitchen so fucking huge. Energy spa and the leader's sanctum. Oh, there's a new mission. Oh good, it only needs 2 people. Jasmine and Jasmine. Let's go, girls. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Are you both in the same game? No, I'm just playing because it's not. Wait, is it? Did we say it was co-op?
It's not co-op.
Oh.
It should be. It's very stupid that it's not.
Alright. Do my bidding. And then... Can we pause that? No. Oh, it's not doing it. That's fine. It's whatever. Rooms. Yeah, I'm gonna... There's gotta be settings where I can be like, please stop. Settings? I was wondering if there was like a helper notifications. No. Autosave, yes. Save. Oh. Can I just like clear all these? Filthy gained a quirk slack. Prefers to not be scheduled to work more than 7 hours a day. I mean, that's pretty good for a slacker. Who is that?
Truly.
Bammy? Fuck yeah, Bammy.
Mm-hmm.
You're my golden girl. Shut up. There's just too many. I want all these to go away. This is awful. This is so much work.
Someone
Filthy was
cold.
arrested.
God damn it, Filthy.
Breathing too loudly. PR explained. The follower cap met. Filthy was injured. Reason: dirty hands while eating.
Honestly, it's for the best at this point. My God.
Research and build the energy spa. Okay. serve? Order, prepare? Order?
Yeah, and then you can prepare, and then so whoever has kitchen duty will prepare it.
Sermon. I don't like doing. Sure. I don't think I gave anyone kitchen duty. Can I give these bitches kitchen duty?
Yeah, you can give whoever you want kitchen duty.
Oh, not the followers, huh?
Oh no, the followers, but you can recruit the followers if you need more.
How do I recruit them?
So if you click on followers and then you just choose their names, if all the things like if all the recruit bar is all the way yellow, there should be an option to recruit them, like on the right hand side under like the thing that looks like an award.
Thing that looks like an award. Oh. Ah! Sorry. Oh, they have to be good with all of this, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Recruit has to be all the way orange.
Well, it is on the other screen. Like, here it is.
Mm.
But then how? How do I recruit them?
Okay.
I don't know.
I need you to go to. Okay, so go back. I'm sorry. Go back. Go to the screen where you were. Do me a favor. Just click on Abby.
Okay.
Okay, and then go to the little award on the. Okay, so they have to be there. So it's all of your followers have gone home for the night. So when she's back in the morning, then you can try and recruit her.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Then you can add like more people. So right now you have 6 out of 11.
No, God, another failure? Is that normal?
Wow, it's really hard being a collator.
Yeah, this is not great, you guys. I'm out of money. I can't even like put tables out. Nobody has any clothes. How come nobody has come into the kitchen?
Have you assigned anyone to the kitchen? Is there a door? Are they able to get there?
Arrested. Hospitalized.
Jesus Christ, no wonder no one's going to the kitchen.
Wait, that guy's maintenance. Alright, this guy, let's put him in the kitchen. Handle. Okay. And then... Defective underpants, Cripple City. Resident brought to their knees after shocking discovery. Polymorph brand underpants have been found to have a severe reaction to what... Dude, this just made me remember. Did I send you that reel where that, like, 70-year-old woman, this girl's mother, was, like, cutting her adult diapers?
Into thongs.
Into
yes.
thongs. So
you sent it to me twice. Which was very funny.
Interesting.
It was so great.
I thought it was so good. Dentists will hate you for this. Keep your teeth white with uranium toothpaste. 17 out of 42 loons agreed their teeth were visibly whiter under intense bright light. Out now, but only in the good chemists. Local man David Grifter was heard shouting, "Help me, please! Help me, I'm begging you! Pull them off!" He's just one of hundreds of people to suffer from the embarrassing fate. Shrinkage. Shrinkage is real, you guys. This guy doing... Is he eating the food, or is he... What's he doing
Oh,
there?
we didn't even fucking talk about Vacation Bible School. Again, a whole other
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Just indoctrination.
Vacation
every
Burnout
fucking
School.
Summer.
We'll do Vacation Burnout School. I love that
I
for
love
us. Well, at least he went to the bathroom and washed his hand. Oh,
One of the snacks they
where
used
is
to
he
feed us was
taking it?
melted peanut butter over Cheerios with mini marshmallows.
Melted peanut butter over Cheers, mini marshmallows. Interesting.
And it was just like this wet, goopy snack. It was gross. I don't know if it's just like feed a bunch of kids.
Demolish. Yeah, I did not mean to do this. Why do I keep hearing people fart? It's like...
Are they going to the bathroom?
Rebecca, is that you? I don't know.
Is it me?
I was just kidding. Who's fucking mad? Who the fuck is this guy? That filthy ain't coming back. Fuck it. Oh no, people are leaving. Oh god, there's way too many people in this office. Objects? What is that room called? The trash pile? Great. Let's just put more pews, right? Right? We need more people in here.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And... Oh my god. Decor. What's that? What happened? Available. Chance. 0%?
Yeah, so your person doesn't have the skills to do it. Bammy has the skills usually.
Wait, what happened to Bammy? Where's Bammy?
She might be on cooldown.
Is Bammy... No, Bammy's one of the ones that left.
You kicked out. You got Bam. Damn.
Oh, fuck. She
Well,
was my
she was
girl.
She was your girl.
Shit. Oh, here we go. Oh, this has to be... Okay. So... Oh, it's just everybody's at home. Because it's like night again, or whatever. Okay. That's fine. We'll wait. We can wait. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. What is this? P. Created by Joshua Green. Yeah, you better fucking clean that up. Jesus.
God damn it, Joshua.
Yeah, he's in charge of maintenance, too. That's embarrassing.
That's kind of fucked up.
I did take an edible on our break.
Really? No. What? No. Don't say.
Yeah, this is too much work for me. I mean, it's funny. What, who's injured now?
Can I show you? Well, I might not be able to show you mine.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do that because
Okay, I have to jump into the Discord then on my shadow computer. So hold on.
Okay.
I might fall off for a second. But
okay, I'll turn your camera off for now. Okay.
Hold on, be right there.
Okay, bye.
Me. Let's see how do I do this.
And then I'll try to yes. Oh. I still have you here. Should I hide you?
No, it's okay. I'm motherfucker. Discord. Installing update of 16. Fuck you, Discord.
Oh no.
Every time. No, it's good. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I should be able to share it if you stream it to me.
Wait, hold on.
If you stream it to me, I can stream it to everybody else.
Stream it to me, Rachel. Stream it to me.
Stream it to me, baby. Uh-huh. And all the filthies say I'm pretty sly.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me, Jamie?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I hear you. Rebecca. Oh, I just want to do our technical difficulties screen. We're not having them. But just because I'm proud of it. I made this for Rebecca. Isn't it beautiful? I just realized you couldn't hear me, but I said I made that for Rebecca. Isn't it beautiful?
Okay. We will have to do it another time.
Oh no.
It's okay. We'll have to do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, no worries. We will do it another time. We can be done for now. I'm good.
Okay.
Got that feeling? And go eat dinner?
Yeah. Yeah, get something to eat. Get some more water.
Thank you for everyone for coming to listen to talk to us, or to listen to us talk about childhood trauma and our super fun religious upbringing. We might have to do a part 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely will. Vacation Burnout School. We got it. We'll do it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for your support. Thanks for staying through the ad breaks. Thanks for staying while Rebecca tried to teach me how to play a video game. We really appreciate you. Even if you're just lurking, like, we really appreciate you being here and supporting us in that way.
Yeah.
Lurking, chatting. But also, if you have not yet, please join our Discord. I should have our thing set up now.
It's so much fun.
Oh my god. It's like, no, you're not logged in. Stupid. Alright, so please join our Discord, 1. And 2, wherever you get your podcasts, it doesn't matter. You can even do like exclamation point Spotify, exclamation point Apple, and it will give you the direct link to where you can find our podcast on those apps. And follow us, subscribe. It's usually a follow button, and then rate us 5 stars. We would love actual reviews too. I don't know if every app allows you to do reviews, but we have no reviews so far, and we would love it. We have 5 stars and we appreciate it, but it'd just be funny.
That's from me, though. Yeah. Someone else needs to give us 5 stars. It can't just be me.
It's not just you.
Even if you don't want to review us
I
nicely,
think there's like
roast us
7. I think there's like 7 people that have rated us. So we appreciate you if you're one of those 7.
Nice.
Thank you. Only if you're one of those 7 people do we appreciate you. Just kidding.
But yeah, we do not have anyone on the slate for next week, but if things change, we will let you know. But we will be here at the very least.
We'll be here. Love you guys. Take your meds. Go get something to eat. Drink some water. And take care of yourself. Tomorrow's Friday. Have a good weekend. My cat is screaming outside the door. So, oh my god, look, the auto Discord even. Perfect.
Nice.
All right. We will check you guys next week and see you on Discord. Bye.
Bye.